I did something dumb.
2 years ago, I put out a video where I unboxed the Imperium supply drop from Games Workshop, and they've recently launched one again.
Look at that! Oh my god! A brand new Nintendo Switch! It's a brand new iPhone! Oh my god!
And they've actually not launched one, they've launched 4. If you don't know what a supply drop is, it's a box of stuff that Games Workshop can't sell, so they sell it at a high discount, but you don't know what you're getting when you buy it. So they say, Warhammer supply drops, double-sized mystery boxes are back. What is a supply drop? Put simply, it's a way to get twice as much Warhammer as you normally would, wrapped up in a mystery package themed around some of your favourite games. One box, one price, twice as much stuff. It's that simple. So essentially, what they're implying is that it's a box with twice as much value as you'll pay for it. So they're releasing 4 this time. There's one for Warhammer 40k, one for Age of Sigmar Grand Alliance Order, one for Age of Sigmar Elves, and then one for Warhammer Underworlds. And it seems like they've not been specific with the Warhammer 40k one this time, but the other ones are a little bit more specific, a little bit more like you kind of got an idea what you're getting, whereas Warhammer 40k, there's like over 1,000 products, so who knows. So the double Star Wars supply drops contents may differ between regions. So these are the ones we're looking at today are obviously UK, because I'm from all the Blighty.
That's alright. That's alright. I do not like a little shit like that.
But first off, let's talk about the price. So obviously you can see the Elf one was £80. The Order one was £75. The Warhammer 40k one was £65. And then the Warhammer Underworlds one was £55. So there's been a lot of conversations about the supply drop. The thing is with them is people saying they're a bit predatory. And before I open them, I want to just kind of say that I don't think they are, my personal opinion. All of the products in the boxes are available to buy, as far as I'm aware. There isn't exclusive miniatures in here. It's just a bundle of miniatures at 50% off. But you don't know what you're getting, so it's a bit like... a bit weird. I don't think it's predatory, but I also don't think it's such a bad thing. But without further ado, I should probably start opening them. So, money shot. I lied. They all sold out by the time I could get to them. So I'm relying on my Discord. Link in the description. Sorry, didn't mean to lie to you. So thank you to Andy the Tech Dad. We have the Warhammer Underworlds box, which was £55 to buy in. And this is what you received. So you received 2 items, the Nether Maze kit, the starter kit for Warhammer Underworlds, and then the Underworld Nether Maze Rivals at Harrow Deep, which I believe is like a box that had the previous starter kit in. The Warhammer Underworld Nether Maze kit was £65 to buy at retail. It says no longer available. I believe this is like the previous starter kit, so I don't know if this is actually available anymore or if it's going to come back. I don't really know, but this is like a starter kit to play Warhammer Underworld. So if you've never played Underworld and you bought this, that's probably pretty good. If you already have this, it's pretty sucky. But it also came with the Rivals of Harrow Deep, which are £47.50 to buy. So it comes with like 2 teams in there. So you got like whatever comes in here, the 2 teams in there, which is the Elves and Skaven, I believe. And then these 2. So all in all, for £55, you got £112.50 of value. So a saving of £57.50. So it's ever so slightly more than double in there. It's an interesting box. I'm not a Warhammer Underworlds player, so I can't really comment on the value of that as like a thing. I'm sure obviously there's like retailers as well that sell at a discount, so you'll be able to get things a little bit cheaper if you wanted to buy them separately. But overall, it's a £57 saving on a £55 box, so it's pretty decent. Next up, thanks to Loner in a Crowd, we have the Age of Sigmar AL's box, which came with the Idoneth Deepkin Vanguard and the Daughters of Cain Vanguard. So this was £80 to buy. And both of these kits are £80 to buy separately. So obviously we have the Idoneth Deepkin box set, which comes with all these. We've got the Reavers, we've got the Alopets, we've got the Eels, and we've got the Leader. So these are like the new Combat Patrol, buy a Codex and buy this to start the army type kit. And it also came with the Daughters of Cain one. So this comes with the Melusai. Oh god, I'm trying to remember all the names of these. The Bow Snakes. I don't actually know what they're called. Some Witch Elves, and then the Doom Seekers. Like, again, £80 retail. I don't think the Doom Seekers have seen the tabletop ever since Age of Sigmar, but that's fine. So I said overall £80 to buy the box, £160 of value. They are two separate armies. Like in Age of Sigmar, they are both elves. They're both order, so you can run them together, I believe. But like value wise as like an army, like, oh yeah, this isn't exactly like a full starting army. If you wanted to run two separate armies, great, good start off, but you get a lot of bits to play with. It's an £80 saving. It is like, in terms of double your money, this is probably the worst one, because this is the only one that is exactly twice the price. This is £160 in a box that cost 80. All the other ones are slightly more than double. Two decent boxes. They're not exactly like worthless. They're all usable in both armies, some better than others, but like it's an interesting one. Like for example, I know Daughters of Cain, the Melusai and the Bow Snakes are like tournament staples. Witch Elves are kind of fun, but you'd probably use something else, and Doomseekers probably wouldn't see the table. And they needed a Deacon, I've got no idea, but you know, it's an interesting box nonetheless. I mean, it's the thing is, it's cheap. That's the whole point of this. Next up, we have the AOS Order box set. So this is also from Loner in a Crowd, so thank you to you. So this one's a little bit similar, a little bit more ad hoc. This was £75 to buy RRP for the supply drop. You got a box of Stormcast Vigilers in there, which is £37.50 retail. The Knight Relictor, one of the characters to go with them, £21 retail. And then you got an Auric Flamekeeper for Fire Slayers. Actually, really cool. I really like that model. And also, you also got another Vanguard box, another starter box of Fire Slayers. So actually, if you wanted to start Fire Slayers, great box. This was, again, £75 to buy. The total cost of miniatures in there was £157.50. So your total saving is actually £82.50. So it's a little bit less than half the price. Actually, probably the best value box set out of the four, in my opinion. Again, the Fire Slayers box is a pretty decent starter box. You've got the Flamekeeper. I'm not sure what he does, but he looks cool. The Stormcast character is a nice miniature, and then the Vigilers are like a nice like general troop unit for Stormcast. Again, I don't 100% know roughly, like I don't think they can work together so well. They are both order though, but like you get like a decent starter set for a Fire Slayers army, so actually really, really nice. And then finally we have the Warhammer 40k supply drop. So I was really impressed with the previous one. There was loads of stuff in there. It was all Space Marines, even though it had been said Imperium. There was one Sisters of Battle unit, all the rest of Space Marines, but this is just Warhammer 40k. There is no theme to it. This was £65 to buy, and this is what you got in it. And I think this is probably the worst one. The other ones, like the Underworlds one, you can start the game if you don't already have it, or you have like the way that game works, you have multiple teams now. Whereas this one is just crap put together. And this picture's from Andy the Tech Dad, so thank you so much to you, mate. This one didn't have a theme, so it's just random. So you've got Fabius Bile from Chaos Space Marines, who's £26. Dark Strider, who's £21. He's from Tau Empire. You got the Reductor Saboteur from G to the Cults for £21 again. Death Copters for £37.50. And then finally, you got Custom Booster Blaster at £32.50. So, like, you know, in total, you know, £65 buy-in. It was £138 retail of models. And so for a total saving of £73. But the problem is like, if you play Orcs, you've got 2 units. If you play any other army, you've got a single character or nothing. Because the problem is with 40k is you can't ally any of this together. It's not like Age of Sigmar where you got Order and you got 2 random armies, but they can actually work together because they're both part of Order. This is just random models put together, which is the whole point of it. I know. Like, the other one was very similar. The first one that I first bought was all characters, but it was all Space Marine characters, so you can kind of use them in your Space Marine army. That's cool. But these ones are a bit, the design styles of like Chaos compared to Tau, you can't really like mix them together. So if you're looking for multiple painting projects, great. If you're an Orc player, great. I imagine a lot of this one will probably just end up on eBay rather than actually being used in someone's collection, but we'll see. But that's it. Sorry I clickbaited you. I didn't actually buy all 4. I really wanted to, but as I said, as soon as I found out they were on sale, they were already sold out, so I literally couldn't. So yeah, like the video if you want me to try and keep an eye on the next one. If you want me to open the next supply drops, if and when the Games Workshop do them, they are always a decent saving, as I said. But if you bought them from a discount retailer, you probably save more money, so you don't quite as get twice as much. It's just that it's an interesting concept. It is pretty much, it does feel like stock clearance, because otherwise their stock ends up like this video that I'm going to advertise to you now, where they just leave it outside to get wet. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment what you think the best one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.